right? Basically මේකේ idea එක ඔයගලන්ට structure එක ගැන පොඩි හැඳින්වීමක් කරන්න. IQ paper එකේ structure එක ගැන මම past paper එකක් පෙන්නලම ඔයගලන්ට හැඳින්වීමක් කරන්න. එතකොට ඔයගලන්ට තේරෙනවා ඇත්තටම IQ paper එක ඒ time period එකට කරනවා කියන එකෙන් ඇත්තටම එතනින් competition එකක් තියෙනවා ලොකු. right? හරි. මට කියන්න මෙතන ඉන්න අය කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන medium එකක් තියෙනවද? ඒ කියන්නේ මෙහෙමයි. දැන් law entrance ගත්තොත් law entrance වල තියෙනවා සිංහල medium English medium කියලා. මේකේ මේ medium එක තීරණය වෙන්නේ මෙහෙමයි. සිංහල medium කරන කෙනෙක් කියලා කියන්නේ එයා භාෂාව නැත්තම් language paper එක කරන්නේ සිංහලෙන්. එතකොට general knowledge paper එකයි IQ paper එකයි ඒ කෙනා කරන්නේ English වලින්. right? එතකොට papers දෙකක් English වලින් එක paper එකක් සිංහලෙන්. එයා සිංහල medium. අපි English medium කරනවා කියලා කියන්නේ language paper එක English වලින් කරනවා. අනිත් papers දෙක IQ paper එකයි GK paper එකයි කරන්නේ සිංහල වලින්. right? ওই විදිහට තමයි law entrance වල බෙදෙන්නේ. හැබැයි අපි LLB entrance ගත්තොත් එහෙම LLB entrance වල language paper එක සිංහල හෝ English එක බෙදීමක් නැහැ. ඔයා දෙකම ලියන්න ඕනේ. ඔයාගේ medium එක තීරණය වෙන්නේ ඔයා general knowledge IQ ලියන්නේ මොන medium එකෙන්ද කියන එක. ඔයා general knowledge IQ කියන එක English වලින් ලිව්වොත් ඔයා English medium පැත්තට වැටෙනවා. ඒක සිංහලෙන් ලිව්වොත් ඔයා සිංහල medium පැත්තට වැටෙනවා. right? සාමාන්‍යයෙන් මේ exams දෙකම දැන් open university එකේ lectures තියෙන්නේ අවසානයේටනේ. ඒ කියන්නේ සතිය අවසානයේ. කියන්නේ සෙනසුරාදා ඉරිදා තමයි open university එකේ lectures තියෙන්නේ. හැබැයි law college කියලා කියන්නේ අපි දවස් 5ම law college එකට යන්න ඕනේ. හේතුව දැන් ඉස්සර covid කාලේ අවුරුදු 3ක් විතර දැන් මේ වෙනකන් law college එකේ online sessions තිබ්බා. හැබැයි දැන් ආපහු physically පටන් ගත්තා සාමාන්‍ය අපේ university එකක් වගේ. එතකොට physically පටන් ගත්තාම ඔයාගේ internal කෙනෙක් නම් ඔයා ඒ කියන්නේ law college එකේ අවුරුදු 3 complete කරනවා law entrance වලින් ඇතුළට ගිය කෙනෙක් නම් ඔයා අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම 180ක attendance පෙන්වන්න ඕනේ. right? 180ක attendance අනිවාර්යෙන් පෙන්වන්න ඕනේ. ඒ වගේම දැන් law college එකේ fees සම්බන්ධයෙන් වෙනස්කම් කීපයක්ම වුණා. ඒ fees සම්බන්ධයෙන් ගත්තොත් දැන් මාර්තු සාමාන්‍ය 8-7 වගේ වෙද්දි තමයි ඒගොල්ලන් කියන්නේ application call කරනවා කියලා. ඒතර application call කරන දවසට ඔයා application එක ගන්නවා කියලා කියන්නේ පොතක්. ඒ පොත ඇතුලේ තමයි application එක තියෙන්නේ. මේ පොත ඔයා college එකට ගිහිල්ලා සල්ලි දීලා ගන්න ඕනේ. law college එකට ගිහිල්ලා. මේ පොත ඉස්සර තිබ්බ amount එක රුපියල් 6000යි. ඒ කියන්නේ application fee එක රුපියල් 6000යි. හැබැයි දැන් application fee එක රුපියල් 15000ක් වෙනවා. ඒක නිසා ඔයගලන්ට තේරෙනවා මේ exam එක fail වෙවි ආයි ලියන්න බෑ. එහෙම වුණොත් ඔයාලට 15000 ගානේ අපෝ ගෙවන්න වෙනවා. ඒක අපි දන්නේ ඉස්සරහට කොහොම වැඩි වෙයිද කියලා. ඒක නිසා හොඳම දේ තමයි දැන් මේ පාර law entrance දැන් අපි LLB entrance එකට තව කල් තියෙනවානේ. දැන් ඒකේ results එන්නත් මේ පාර ජනවාරි ලේපායගේ results එන්න තව මාස 3ක් විතර තියෙනවා. එතකොට එතකන් law entrance exam එක ගත්තොත් law entrance exam එකට ඔයා apply කරන්න කලින් අඩුම තරමේ මගේ මතය අනුව නම් මම මාස 7ක් විතර law entrance එකට වැඩ කරා. right? මම වැඩ කරපු විදිය ඔයගලන්ට කියලා දෙන්නම් සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම. එතන මම මේ විදිහට වැඩ කරලා රෑන්ක් එකකට ගියා නම් ඔයාට අනිවාර්යෙන් අවම පාස් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. right? එතකොට මාස 7ක්වත් තිස්සේ ඔයා වැඩ කරන්න ඕනේ. ඔයා සමහර විට වැඩ work කරන කෙනෙක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්, යුනිවර්සිටි එකක කෙනෙක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. කොහොම වුණත් ඔයා මාස 7ක් වගේ තිස්සේ අනිවාර්යෙන් හරියට ඒ දවසකට කරන්න ඕනේ වැඩ ටික මම කියලා දෙන්නම්. ඒ ටික කරලා කරගෙන ගියොත් අනිවාර්යෙන් ඔයාට එකපාරෙන් පාස් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. right? අපි IQ paper එකේ ප්‍රශ්න ටික ඩිස්කස් කරන්න කලින් අපි සුටක් language paper එකට ගිහලා සර්ගේ ඒ structure එක ඒ ටික පොඩ්ඩක් අහගෙන ඉමු. සර් මාව ඇහෙනවද?
Right. Thank you, Miss Samantha. Can you hear me?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Now, students, take out your English language paper. As you can see on the screen, we are going to discuss a little bit about the structure of the paper and the basic things that you have to know about the English language paper. So, as you know, we are conducting this class both for the LLB entrance and also for the law entrance exam. In the law entrance exam, you can choose the medium. That means if you are willing to do the language paper in English, you get English language paper. You won't get a single language paper. But in the LLB entrance exam, your knowledge on both languages are tested. Therefore, In today's lesson, we have structured this paper in a way to give you a general idea about the local entrance exam. I have referred to 2021 entrance exam paper to make this structure. So this is the basic structure that you can see on the paper. I'll go through one by one. All right. So now there are a few differences between the law college entrance and LLB entrance papers. One of the differences is the summary. So you won't get any precis writing or summary in English language paper in the LLB entrance. But definitely for sure you will get a summary writing in the law college entrance exam. In addition to that, the analytical essay is the common. You get an analytical essay for both the exams. And there can be few differences in the comprehension part and some other grammar parts. Right. So let's begin our lesson today. We are going to quickly go through all these questions. I have included only few questions for you to give a general idea about the paper. If you have any questions regarding the subject, you can unmute your mics and ask me. It is a great opportunity that you have today to participate in this session, right? So let's go through this paper. Now, this paper is not arranged by giving a specific time period, right? But remember, for the LLB entrance paper, you get 1 hour for the language paper. And in the entrance exam, you get, in the law entrance exam, you get 3 hours, right? So there can be, like I mentioned earlier, there can be some differences, but the main idea is the same, right? So in this class, we are focusing on both the exams. In order to develop your language skills, we think that you should go through all these exercises. Right. Now let's go to the first question. Right, I'm going to read the question. If it is possible, you can unmute and answer me, okay? So there's no need to be any worry about anything, right? We are all here for learning. First question is, in each of the questions given below, underline the incorrectly spelled word, right? So, in order to do this exercise, what skills do you have? Right, your ability to what? Your ability to distinguish the wrongly spelled words must be there. Your vocabulary must be improved, right? So, in order to improve your vocab, what you have to do is you have to read. You have to read more. So I know that there can be students from different levels of English knowledge in our class also. There can be students who have already completed degree level programs in English medium. I know that for sure. This message is for the students who have just completed the knowledge of the level of knowledge in the ordinary exams, ordinary level exams, or advanced level exams. So we have to know that first of all, the law entrance paper in English language paper is rather a little bit difficult than the O-level paper, right? Due to some specific features of it. But don't worry, in our class we are going to go through each of them one by one, right? So I'm going to go through the first one. The words given here are socially, specially, critically, and predominantly. To find the correct answer, you don't need to know the meanings of each and every word, right? There are just like in Sinhala language, in English language, there are some common tips and tricks to find the correct answer, right? Now, let's go through one by one. Now, before I tell the answer, can someone unmute and tell me? Or if you like to put in the chat box, you can even do that. What is the correct answer?
Specially.
Right, thank you. Yes, special is the answer here because it is the incorrectly spelled word. In addition to what they have given here, we have to cut off the letter A. In specially, there is only SPECIALLY, right? So there is no A here. Specially must be the incorrectly spelled word. All the other words are what? All the other words are correct. Now let's take for example socially, right? This word can be in another form like society. If we are talking about society, then A becomes E. But for you to know that the correct answer is this, you should have a very thorough knowledge about spellings of the words. Second one, immediate, found, occurring, and suggest. Anyone? Anyone? What should be the correct answer? Okay, immediate, found, occurring, and suggest. You can just by looking at it, two words are fine, like found and suggest. Yes, you know. But how about immediate and occurring? Usually, yeah, occurring. Yes, very good. So immediate is also the correct word. So it's also a correctly spelled word. Therefore, the answer should be occurring. In the word occurring, there should be two R's, right? OCCURRING. Very good. Third one, scene, situation, serious, and scene. Yeah, situation is the correct answer. Instead of S, there should be T, right? So some students may confuse to the last word, which is scene. We have to know that each and every word has a different meaning. Now you know what is the correct answer, which is situation. It should be SITUATION. Second question, in each of the questions given below, rearrange and write the words in the alphabetical order. Now I'm asking you, is there any specific method to do this? Is there any specific method? No, right? What you have to do is, if you are very familiar with the alphabetical order, then there is no problem. But if you are a bit doubtful about which letter comes before letter, which letter comes after that, you should have to what? Yeah, you should have to write down the alphabetical order in pencil in your paper, right? In the exam. Now in these answers, you have to rearrange them. Firstly, you can see SC is common in 3 words. SCE is common in 3 words. Then you can go to the next one. So the first word should be, yes, very good. 2 students have already given the correct answer. Okay, now one student has repeated a word here. Right, I'll tell you what is the answer. First one should be what? First one should be seen. The second word, SCENE. Right? The second word should be scenic. Right? Second word should be scenic. Third word should be scent. And the fourth one should be skeptic. Right? Just by looking at it, you can tell skeptic should be the last word, right? Because after S there is K. Yeah. Seen, scenic, scent, and skeptic. Very good. Next one. Perfect perimeter perch perception. Once again, we are going to go through what? The alphabetical order. Right. Each of these words have PER commonly. You can see that. But after PER, the letters have to change. F, I, C, and C. Right. So we can leave F and I for later. We know that what is the order here. But for C and C, we again have to go through the next letter, which is H and E. Right. So, sorry. Now we know what should be the first one, which is perception. Perception is the first letter, first word. Second word should be what? Second one is perch, right? And then perfect. And the last one should be perimeter. Perception, perch, perfect, perimeter. Very good. You have given the correct answer. Third one, I'm going a bit fast here. Just by looking at it, you can say V, I, S are the common letters. In addition to that, we have to look for the other letters. Just by looking at it, we can say visa. Visa should be the first word because of A. Then what? Yeah, very good. Visa is the first one. Second one, I is the letter we have to consider. Very good. Visa, then visionary, then visit, and finally visual. Right. So now if I ask you what is the letter before and after K, you have to quickly go through your mind and tell me the answer. Right. So GHI, J. J is the letter before K. J, K, L. L should be the letter after K. So just by in that way, you have to remember the alphabetical order, right? So when you do these types of exercises, you will be better at that game, right? Question number 3. In each of the questions given below, write the most appropriate preposition to fill in the blanks. Right. Now I'm not going to, now the first one, I think the answer is already given. The police prevented the protesters blank from entering the building. Somehow the answer is already given here, right? For the first blank, it should be from. From is the first preposition we are talking about. From is the correct preposition. Second one, yeah, first one from. Can someone tell me the second one? Could you please take your feet blank the table? Okay, there is one student saying on. Any other answer? Two students saying on. Any other answer? No, on is not the correct answer. Think. Could you please take your feet blank the table? Now this is a question. Out of. From. Now there could be two correct answers for this blank, and I got one answer, only one answer, but the most appropriate preposition is not there. Okay. Now there are students saying from, out of. Still, I need that one answer. Could you please take your feet, blank the table? Now the person is asking the other person to take his feet away from the table, right? So what should be the most appropriate preposition? When someone is placing his or her feet on the table, when we are asking to remove it, what should be the most appropriate preposition? It should be off, right? So the correct answer is off. Could you please take your feet off the table? O double F. O double F. And if you write from, it is also correct, right? So those who have given from, you get the mark here, but the most appropriate preposition is off, right? Off the table, O double F. Very good. Third one. Now this is the easiest one. According blank, the latest report, the virus is spreading very quickly. Yes, very good. Yeah, very good. According to the latest report, virus is spreading very quickly. Very good. Fourth one, about a third of the Netherlands is blank sea level. Now, do you understand the statement here? They are referring to a country that the country is what? I can't say the answer, but something sea level. What should be the answer? Okay. No, not in. Right. Above or below? iPhone, right? I don't know your name, but somehow you have given the correct answer. Yes. iPhone, I think your name. I don't know your name, but you have given the correct answer. Uh, you have given above or below. Yes, your answer should be below. Right? It cannot be above sea level. No? About a third of Netherlands is below sea level, right? So some students may write under sea level. Why can't you write under? Because usually when we are referring to a level like sea level, we have to mention below or above. But if you are referring to something physical object like a table, we can say under the table, under the chair. But when we are referring to something a level, we should be definitely writing below or above. So the correct answer is below. Now the one who wrote below, you get the marks here. Fifth one, the cat jumped blank the wall into my neighbor's garden. Anyone? The cat jumped blank the wall into my neighbor's garden. Yeah. Yes, very good. Over. Over is the correct answer. Yes. Now I know that. Now by looking at your answers, I can come into a conclusion. Although I got a very few minutes to work with you, I can't actually come into a conclusion. But just by looking at your answers, I can make a decision about the level of knowledge that you possess, right? So what can I say is that some of you get the correct answer by just by looking at it, right? So if you are now the ones who got the correct answers for these little exercises, if you are wondering, if you are confused about which medium suits me the most, right, in the entrance exam or the LLB entrance, you should be definitely what doing the paper in English medium, right? You should be definitely doing it in the English medium. So I advise all my students, whenever possible, try to do all the entrance exam in English medium, because now there are certain things that we can't change. We don't know how they check our answers. We don't know how they mark our papers. But I know one thing for sure, it is that the people who are doing entrance exam in English medium have a higher chance of getting into low college or the open university. That is for sure. So some can argue with me and say that doing in Sinhala medium is the most appropriate way to get into open university. But still, I believe that even in the LLB exams, LLB entrance exams, doing the paper in English medium, right? There is no medium here, but if your proficiency is in English, you can do it in that way and apply for English medium in the open university as well. Right, so what we want here is we want to see all of your faces in college and open university, right? So as we have gone through this passage, we have gone through this way, we know from A to Z, like what to do here. So let's go to the next one. In the meantime, if you have any questions, you can ask me. Question number 4. In each of the questions given below, fill in the blanks with the correct form of word. Now, this is a type of question that may come to your paper. I have not included any questions here. This is included just to give you an explanation how to be prepared, right, in the paper. Now, in the next classes, we'll definitely go through these types of questions as well, right? Fifth one is about, in each of the questions given below, if the given sentence is incorrect, correct it and write the complete correct sentence on the dotted line provided, right? So if the given sentence is correct, what you have to do is just write correct. If the given sentence is incorrect, you have to correct it. Now, I have given 3 sentences. Let's go through one by one. The first one is, he is clever, but he lack of experience. Can someone tell me the correct answer? Definitely, just by looking at this, you can say, this is incorrect. Tell me what is the incorrect. Right, iPhone say lacks of experience. Now remember, there can be more than one errors here. There can be more than one errors. He is clever. සිංහලෙන් කියනවා නම් ඔහු දක්ෂයෙක් හැබැයි යට අත්දැකීම් මදි කියලා මේ කියන්නේ. He is clever but he lack of experience. What? Okay, I'll tell you the correct answer. Now again and again you are referring to off. ඇයි මේ මෙතන off එකක් එන්නේ නැහනේ? Right? He is clever but he lacks experience. It is the correct answer. He is clever but he lacks experience. මෙතන අන්තිමට S එකක් එනවා ඒ වගේම off එක අයින් කරන්න. He is clever but he lacks experience. Very good. Next one. Now I gave these questions for a reason. I know many of you will get stumbled upon it and confused, right? There can be more than one error, even in this one. She does not resemble to either of her parents. Anyone? What is the meaning of this sentence? She does not resemble to either of her parents. ඇයගේ දෙමාපියන් වගේ නෙමෙයි කියලා තමයි මේ කියන්නේ. Okay. Resemble. She does not resemble to either of her parents. Ishini Bandar says she does not resemble to either of her parents. Now, your answer is partially correct. Your answer is partially correct. Once again, there is an unnecessary preposition here. Unnecessary preposition. What is that preposition? To. Now, if you are familiar with the word resemble, Yes, very good. Very good. If you are familiar with the word resemble, you know that usually a preposition won't come after that. So the correct answer is what? She does not resemble either of her parents. She does not resemble either of her parents. Very good. Third one, I have written to my I have written to every my friend I have. Now, even I can't say it. I have written to every my friend I have. Any idea? Yes, don't worry. You can get the, I mean, you're here to learn. What is the idea here? I have written to every my friend I have. Okay, I have written to every friend of mine. That is a very good answer. That is a very good answer. Any other answers? Now, based on this particular sentence, yes, I have written to every friend of mine is a very good answer. It is the same idea, but here, based on this particular sentence, we have to say, I have written to every friend I have, right? I have written to every friend I have. So, my should be cut off. The word my should be cut off, right? In that way, you can get the correct answer. Now, this answer is also correct. I have written to every friend of mine. Yes, it is correct. But in this particular scenario, you can say, I have written to every friend I have. Now I know for sure that you are very familiar with the entrance exam paper. The rest of the questions are also based on the structure given by them, right? In the sixth one, you can see in each of the questions given below, explain the meaning of each phrase in your own words and construct a sentence to bring out its meaning effectively with clarification. Now, in the next classes, we'll definitely go through them, and I'll teach you how to write a very good effective answer. In the seventh question, comprehension. Usually you'll get a poem or a passage. In the summarization, I'll teach you actual tips to summarize a sentence without losing its meaning. Then in the ninth one, analytical and critical essay questions. You have to write at least one essay per week for you to excel in this last question. Especially if you are not familiar with writing essays, you have to do it, right? Analytical and critical essay, I'll give you topics next week. So you have to do it. So this is our paper today. I briefly discussed about the structure of the paper. I hope you have learned something today.